In the Middle Ages, Europeans neglected cleanliness, pouring filth into the streets. Even in palaces, surprises were hidden behind the curtains. Balconies served as places to dump buckets of slop. Even wealthy neighborhoods and palaces faced the problem of stinky streams. At first, the inhabitants of castles were temporarily abandoned as servants tidied up the fouled rooms. Night potties did not solve the problem, as their contents were still drained into allotments or rivers. A variety of toilet options appeared, including special ducts and even thrones so that the majesties could attend to their needs without leaving the affairs of state or feasting. However, the odors were so strong that even kings fainted. Princes faced the danger of drowning in the foul odors by falling off their horses. Special stilts had to be used to move through the streets, as ordinary shoes could not cope with the rivers of excrement flooding the cities. In medieval castles, wind-blown bay windows were added to improve sanitation. Waste was dumped into the moat surrounding the castle wall and the waters of the rivers cleaned it. The bay windows were also used for toilets, where waste would peek out through a small slit. Such rooms were called dressing rooms, where the belongings of nobles were kept. This was not for lack of space, but for prophylactic purposes because of the ammonia evaporating from the faces. Young aristocrats began their service in charge of hanging clothes over the toilets. Some nobles built cesspools for a more hygienic solution to the problem. Floor-to-ceiling windows with lattice barriers, called French balconies, were used in royal palaces to make it easier to relieve oneself and prevent falling downstairs. Such innovations helped to partially improve sanitary conditions inside castles, but the area was still exposed to faces and foul odor. In medieval times, toilets were created in the shafts of fireplaces in castles for important families, providing privacy and warmth. Such facilities could only be afforded by royalty and wealthy nobles. For larger populations, separate towers, called danskers, were built within castles, with a gallery for easy access. These structures were often placed over a river or moat to allow water to carry away waste. Such structures were dangerous during wars and sieges, as enemies could enter through the open holes of the latrines. An example is the citadel of Chateau Gaillard. Castles also had huge reception halls above the toilets. There was a terrible incident at Erfurt Castle when beams collapsed, plunging visitors into a pit of faces. The only survivor was the monarch Frederick I Barbarossa. It wasn't until 1837 that an English locksmith invented the toilet, leading to lifestyle changes and improved hygiene in cities and palaces. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. In the comments write, and what would you be interested to learn about? And see you soon.